Why is nobody talking about father absence, and why do we keep being silenced when we actually do? This is what black conservatism is, by the way. It's really not, it's not that controversial.
So let me.
If you know me over the years, you'll know that at one point, I was a black militant who hated America and blamed all of my shortcomings on imperialistic greed and capitalism. I've changed a lot. I now describe myself as a conservative, valuing God, morality, self-determination, and liberty. And the REVOLT Summit in 2019 played a pivotal role in my transition, specifically the words and passion of attendee Candace Owens. REVOLT is a media company owned by Diddy, and in 2019, they hosted an event called the REVOLT Summit where, by their words, they would bring together artists, industry experts, executives, cultural leaders to engage in compelling conversation that explored the global reach, impact, and influence of hip-hop on our community, culture, and society. The summit featured some of the hottest political pundits, Killer Mike, Tamika Mallory, T.I., to name a few, and the discussion was worthwhile to say the least.
Talking about make America. That wasn't the question.
I am answering your question.
Which period was America great that we're trying to replicate? Which era was it? Tell me.
I think I'll answer your question. I'm ready to answer your question.
Which era was it?
What?
My politics were in transition during 2019. I was burnt out dealing with leftist political ideology becoming increasingly rigid, fear-based, and illogical. I was tired of being pushed to hysterics by the liberal media through police killings of black men, pandering disguised as discussions on reparations, and the rigidity of what it means to be black politically. And was any of this actually helping black folk? I grew up in a working class black community in Central Ohio, and if you grew up in similar communities, you know that these previously mentioned concerns do not tackle the heart of the issue that drives crime, delinquency, and poverty in some black communities. Candace Owens begins to talk, and a light begins to flicker in my mind.
The second thing that I think is really important, and you may have heard me testify in front of Congress, is the illiteracy rates that are facing black America. 75% of black boys in California can't pass a reading exam. Across Baltimore, they looked at 5 schools. They couldn't find a single black boy that was a single black child that could pass a basic reading or a math exam. So I caught a lot of slack because I said, this is the Democrat plantation.
It talks about illegal immigration, bad scholastics, fatherless homes, all being the biggest problems in the black community. I was astounded. Candace Owens was a mocked conservative political pundit who was often featured on Fox News to the dismay of black liberals. So to hear her speak about the issues I've seen firsthand in my community and not just parrot liberal talking points was a breath of fresh air. She capped her speech by saying,
poverty. Why is nobody talking about father absence, and why do we keep being silenced when we actually do? This is what black conservatism is, by the way. It's really not, it's not that controversial.
I was intrigued. I immersed myself in black political thought with the likes of Thomas Sowell, Shelby Steele, Larry Elder, and the late Walter E. Williams. I realized that our biggest issue, aside from immigration, subpar scholastics, and fatherlessness, was improper morality and toxicity of culture. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. 2024 will be a huge year for the Urban Critic, and we don't want you to miss out.